All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, we're live in full effect right here on the Prescott, Ontario, Canada FM airwaves, and we actually have Ontario, Canada's own. So we got a local hip-hop artist right here, right now, live on the line. We got the one and only, man, the ever-so-talented Timal Garnier, man. How are you doing this evening?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me. What an introduction.
Hey, man, I gotta say first and foremost, man, it is always great when you interview individuals all over the world, man. But the one thing I love the most is just giving back to local hip hop artists like yourself, man. I gotta say, you definitely have the bars, you got the beats, man. You are exactly what represents not only Canadian hip hop, but hip hop at that, man. So it's an honor to have you on our radio station this evening.
Wow. Thank you. It's an honor for me to be on your show, bro. So grateful. Thank you. Wow, it's like. You give me so much, whoa, bro. It's for the window, for the opportunity. I'm so blessed. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Just trying to stay as positive as possible, man, with this whole COVID crap going on, man. But it's good to see you actually have a concert coming up, man. I'm actually I'm happy to see that, man. And it's so close to where I'm located, man. So I'm definitely gonna come out and support you.
Big respect, much love. I really appreciate the support and the strength. It's a lot. It's huge for me, man. Really appreciate it.
And we're most definitely going to get into. I have that concert. It's actually a question in the interview list, man. But I just got to say first and foremost, man. When we're on the topic of that, I got to say, you know, it's very scarce to actually see a concert this day and age with the COVID stuff going on, man. So I'm just happy to see some hip hop in our area, man, that I can actually go and enjoy, man. So, you know, you're providing the music, so I'm most definitely gonna be there.
Yes, respect you. I know we have like some COVID restrictions, but it's gonna be lit. We're gonna do it anyways, and I appreciate that you're coming along to support us. We need that, like the energy. We're gonna give back the energy. Don't worry, and come with some people too.
And also as well, man, I want to take you back to the year 2003, where you actually competed at the event titled HipHop Forever, where you actually reached the quarterfinal in Montreal, Quebec. I was wondering if you could shed some light on that competition, and of course, what was it just like participating in that event way back in 2003?
Wow, you did your research, man. Oh my God. Okay, I didn't expect that question. Yeah, I did one that HipHop Forever. It was like in the region, Gatineau, Ottawa, and then the quarter final went to Montreal, and in Montreal it was like a lot of Montreal people, and I think they make me play during the day, something like that. But I didn't make the final. But it was a very nice experience, being with a lot of quality artists and from overseas artists too. Like there were artists from France with different part of the hip hop too. They were like b-boys, graphers. It really give you the sense and the feeling to be in the industry. That was a good feeling to participate and a lot of experience.
And I gotta say as well, man, just having so much talent from all over the world, like, did you get the opportunity to ever grow any bonds or friendships with any of those artists, or was it kind of they just came in, did what they did, and kind of pieced out afterwards?
At that event?
At that event, yeah.
Yeah, but they were like featured, like big artists from France, because at that time there were a lot of French artists, like the French rap French was like the big artists was from France, and they were inviting them at those events to attract people, I guess, and to make it like bigger. You know, it's like we were like it's like at price itself, like to play with them on the same stage. You know, they were like a legend. A lot of names like FF, Funky Family, I Am. They were like Busta Flex. That year I was playing was Busta Flex, another but it was a long time ago though. That time there was no YouTube, there were no Spotify's and things like that.
And also as well, man, taking you right to the following year, in June 2004, you actually released a phenomenal record titled Rhythm and Melody. Rhythm and Melodies. For the listeners, I was wondering that don't know about this record. How can they actually go about checking it out? And of course, can you shed some more light on this classic Timal Garnier project?
Well, this is my self-produced. I was yeah. I went to school to learn how to produce like sound design. I used a computer in Montreal, like back in 1999. Whoa! And then after that, like I produced that album, Hit Me Melody. It's mean rhythm, melodies, and rhythms. And I produced that album with the first version of Cubase. It was in black and white. With a keyboard that I bought just after that course. It was like one of the pioneer in the regions to start like recording with computers. But I did a lot with that album. I did a lot of shows. At that time, we needed to be live on stage and out in the streets to be known. You know, it was different, but it was a good experience, good memories.
And I have to ask, man, is that record still circulating the internet to be purchased or streamed today? Because I do know, like back in 2004, there wasn't any streaming services. It was all like I believe cassettes were just actually like leaving, and it was more just all compact disc, man. But is it actually on the internet to actually be checked out?
I should put it in digital because at that album I sell it like hand to hand in my trunk of my car and the shows. I sell a lot. I have my money back, and it was like that at that time. But I think I'm gonna put it on the platforms because this one is not on the platform. It's the only one that's not on the platform.
And I gotta say as well, man, it definitely looked like a phenomenal record, man. I really hope it does actually get out there on the internet so we can definitely check it out, man. Because I saw the cover and whatnot. It definitely looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it was like a lot of experimental. I mean, with my guitar, and mixing with the MIDI, like the sound, the computers and the musical instruments, like digital interface. But if you come at the show on the 23rd, I'm going to give you one live, a physical one, because I still have some. It will be a pleasure for me to give you one.
Hey, man, I appreciate that fully, man. Oh, after the interview, man, let me know how much, because at the end of the day, man, it's still business, so I definitely want to play my part and actually pay you for that record.
No worries, bro. I got you. And until I put it digital, I'm gonna give you one. No worries.
Hey, man, I appreciate the love, man. I really do. But I want to take you back as well. I want to keep taking you back a little bit, man. Where you were also a member of the band titled Without Pressure. I was wondering, how did you actually get connected with the other members? And of course, what's the origin story behind Without Pressure?
Sans pression. J'étais dans l'entourage. I was in the entourage, like back in at that time, when I released that album, Rhythm and Melodies. I was like producing too, like I was like knowing like all the cats from Comatose, but it was like the manager was like one of my bros, and it was just like we were like working together often, but nowadays I know Sans Pression. I just like last month I was like in Montreal. We were on a set of one of the guy I played the drum for, and he was on the set and we chit chat. But that's what the story about it. But I didn't really did music with him over them at that time. They were like two with the kid, but now Sans Pression is he's a solo artist, but working with a lot of people.
And also as well, man, so just jumping ahead in the timeline there a little bit, September 14th of 2018, man, you actually released the first installment in your album series, TGT. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the very first album. And of course, man, like, what's the inspiration behind that series, man? Because I gotta say, they're phenomenal.
Yeah. The insertion was a collaboration. Like I was saying, I do produce. I was producing for others. I was producing myself, and then I met Quest. I knew Quest for a long time, even like with the at that time of the rhythm and melodies. But it's like at 2016, I reached to him for a beat because I was doing an album, and then he was like. Do you want to do like a random beat or you want to do a project? Like I knew that he didn't have time because he was really busy because with all his DFP's project. And then he said, we're going to find time. And then this is how it started. It's a collaboration with the super producer Quest from Dreamland Studios. He does the beats, he produced, mixed and mastered. And I write, I play some guitars, and then I invite a lot of people on the project too. It's really a collaboration project from the start. And then I got some solos too, solo songs, but mostly it's collaboration. Yeah.
And also as well, man, July 31st of 2020, you were actually featured on Bully Zone's I Go Hard. I was wondering, how did yourself and Bully get connected? And of course, what was it just like collaborating with him on I Go Hard?
Yeah, big song. This is huge sound, and I really like that sound. Bully Zone, I met him through shows that I did in 2019. I did like 23 shows, it was because my big man, Magic Mike, he was doing a lot of shows, and I met him through those shows, and then we connect. I started to go to his studios and doing some music, and we were like want to do a song together, and we make it happen. It's like we chew the beat, we write on it, we record it. And we set a date to do a video, and we put it out. It was like a success. I think both of us together on the beat. We are going well sound wise, and I think we should do another one.
I gotta say, man, I definitely agree. I think you guys definitely should, man. You guys have phenomenal chemistry together, just on that particular.
Yeah, the energy. Yeah, you're right.
But also as well, man. On December 1st of 2020, you actually released, Turquoise Tome 5, man. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more actually about this newest installment of your record collection, and of course, where can we actually snag ourselves a copy of this particular record today?
Yes, I did this one in the we were like confined, and I was really inspired by the BLM, Black Lives Matters. Episode that we lived in the same time, like in the 2020, and yeah, confined. I was like recording at my place, so it was like easier for me just to record when I want, when I feel like to record, and yeah, I was super inspired by those what was happening. So again, I invite some people. Like Soulful Poet, Corrosive from Montreal, Queen Super from Ottawa, Disciple Deka from Montreal, Nathan Miles from Ottawa, Nautic from BC, and Cyrus OG from Montreal also, featuring on this album, all produced by Quest, Dreamland Studios. Really, very, very proud of this album, and you guys can go check it out on every streaming platforms.
And also as well, man, so when we're actually on the topic of Quest, man, on September 14th of this year, you actually had the opportunity to be featured on the Quest Dreamland sessions. I was wondering, Can you tell our listeners a bit more about that? And of course, what was it like actually being a part of Canada's elite freestyle series?
It's an honor. It's always an honor when Quest offer me a beat and to lay my voice on it. And like you said, to be along, like aside a lot of talented artists, it's a blessing. It's a blessing and it's a motivation. It's I really appreciate, like I would say, the I don't have the word for it. I mean, it's like being it's a blessing. Yeah, I just appreciate the blessing.
And also, man, September 23rd, so just literally, I would say just a little over a week away, you were going to be performing at Live on Elgin in Ottawa, Ontario. I was wondering, man, what can our listeners actually expect from your performance? And of course, can you tell us a little bit more about what yourself and the rest of the guys got cooked up for this coming September 23rd?
All right, thank you for giving me the chance to talk about this show that I'm super excited about. It's with my boy from Montreal, Cadjo. He's the English, like he wants to bring like both of Toronto and Ottawa together. So it's gonna be me, Savage James from Ottawa, my man Adrian that I have a project coming soon. It's gonna be on the show too. It's gonna be like a very hype and very energetic show. Back to back, we're gonna do our songs, and yeah, I hope you guys coming along.
Hey man, I'm definitely gonna be there, brother, for sure, man. You know what I mean? I actually have that night off. That night is actually off the radio station. I don't have any interviews booked, surprisingly. I don't know how it happened. I normally am booked up every single night, man. So I think that's fate. So I'm definitely gonna pull on through in Ottawa, man. It's only a 45-minute drive, man, to go hear some real rugged raw hip hop, man. So I feel it's a good idea.
It's gonna be hype. You won't regret it. It's gonna be hype.
Hey man, it's been about 2.5 years since I've been to a concert, man. So at this point, I hear hip hop and it's only 45 minutes away. I'm getting in that car and I'm zinging right there.
Yo, the artists are as much excited because at the same time we didn't do shows, so everybody's like gonna have that energy, gonna have so much fun. Yeah, I'm super excited.
Hey man, but I'll definitely see you next Thursday. I'll tell you that for a fact, brother. But I have to ask you, man, what is next for you? Because I do know, man, we only touched base on a sliver of your amazing hip-hop career this evening, man. But I have to ask, is there anything we missed? Anything else you still want to talk about or promote while we still have you here live on the Canadian airwaves this evening?
Yeah, two things. I mean, for now, coming up, I got a show this Friday at l'Imagier. This is a park in Elmer called l'Imaginaire. I'm going to play there. It's a free concert at 7 p.m. This is in collaboration with, like what I just said, l'Imagier and Quest. Come along. You can come and with your chair. It's free. And then I got another thing, too, is coming up. Super excited. EP with my boy Adrian from Toronto. The EP is called YYZYOW. And we already have a single out with a video. It's called I'm Gone. The songs, it's produced by Quest. Videos filmed by Quest. And it's edited by John Henley from Montreal. So very excited about that EP. 6 songs coming up, I think, next week. So keep your eyes open and your ears.
And I gotta say, first and foremost, man, you actually read my mind on I'm Gone. I actually have that locked and loaded right here in the radio station's rotation, man.
Nice.
And so immediately after this interview, I'm gonna give our listeners that does not know your craft a little taste of what you can bring to the table.
Yes, respect. This song is so catchy. That's why it's sticking in your head. Very proud of it. It's just the first single. You see, this is the tip of the iceberg of the EPs coming up.
But also, man, this is the time in the interview that I give a chance for the individual that does slide through the radio station airwaves, just like a chance to give like shoutouts to whomever they want to give shoutouts to. But most of all, man, your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything Timal Garnier if they're not already doing so.
Yeah, first, I would like to shout out like the station, Outlaw Radio FM. Big respect, much love for having me. Big shout out to you, DJ Mortal. Shout out to my fans. Shout out to my family. Shout out to all the people that I work with. Like my man Casual doing the show next on the 23rd. Adrian, Quest. Yeah, that's it.
And I gotta say first and foremost.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I would like to tell you my my social. Yeah, you were
most definitely, bro. My apologies on that. You got the floor, brother.
No worries. Sorry, but Timal Garnier on Facebook, Timal Garnier on IG, Timal Garnier on TikTok, Timal Official on Twitter. Yeah.
And I gotta say first and foremost, man, thank you so much for just giving us a bit of your time this evening. It definitely was an honor and most definitely a privilege to welcome such a talented Canadian hip-hop artist and local hip-hop artist at that, man. So thank you so much, and we will definitely see you next Thursday, September 23rd, at your show, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you rip the freaking roof off that venue.
It's gonna be lit. My man, appreciate you. Appreciate the love, and I'm so honored. Thank you very much, bro, to give me this opportunity. Very grateful for it.
Hey, man, you are most certainly welcome anytime, man. Thank you so much, and we definitely shall keep in touch, man. Have yourself a wonderful night. Thank you so much, Timal.
Be blessed. Love.